Following the birthday dinner, Do Hui calls Zhuang Qiu to invite him for karaoke, but Zhuang Qiu declines, as he is currently celebrating Chris's birthday with their colleagues. When Chris suggests going to a movie, the group agrees. On the way to the cinema, Kevin and the others intentionally drop back to give Zhuang Qiu and Chris some private time. Noticing his distracted and heavy-hearted expression, Chris correctly guesses that he is still pining for Ni Zigwang. Realizing Chris has seen through him, Zhuang Qiu admits his true feelings to avoid leading her on. Touched by his honesty, Chris decides to give him a birthday gift in the form of the truth. She reveals that back at the Changbai Mountains, she and Kevin overheard a conversation indicating that Lin Yusen was still in the pursuit stage and that he and Ni Zigwang were not yet in a formal relationship. Realizing he might still have a chance, Zhuang Qiu abandons the movie plans and rushes to join the birthday celebration for Si Jing at the KTV. At the KTV, Ye Rong arrives late due to work, bringing an expensive gift for Si Jing. Si Jing and the others are struck by how much Ye Rong has transformed into a polished professional. As they chat, Ye Rong attributes her success at Shengyun to choosing the right leader. When she notices Ni Zigwang, Ye Rong comments on the struggling state of the photovoltaic market, mentioning that the head group has already distanced itself from Shuangyuan. She implies that Ni Zigwang only stays in the industry because her family's wealth allows her to be headstrong. Ni Zigwang firmly counters, explaining that everyone's time cost is the same and that she values the challenge of new energy. She emphasizes the importance of being vigilant in peace, noting that her parents built their success through similar trials of trial and error. Zhuang Qiu finally arrives at the KTV, the last of the group to appear. After being pressured into drinking several penalty shots, he takes the microphone and sings Faith by Jeff Chung. The song brings back memories of college for Ni Zigwang, but she avoids looking at him, spending the time texting Lin Yusen about the mediocre snacks at the KTV. Eventually, Ni Zigwang is the first to leave, citing her need to return to Suzhou. Zhuang Qiu follows her out immediately. At the elevator, Zhuang Qiu desperately asks if it is too late to confess his feelings. Ni Zigwang informs him that she is already with Lin Yusen. Zhuang Qiu argues that fate has been unfair, recounting how he tried to find her after graduation, only to find her phone off and being told at Jiang Rui's house that she had moved abroad. He feels they have missed each other due to a series of cruel coincidences. However, Ni Zigwang brings up a different truth. Back in college, Ye Rong had lied to her, saying she and Zhuang Qiu were just distant neighbors. Ni Zigwang had texted him to explain she wasn't trying to come between them, but he never replied. Zhuang Qiu admits he received the message but remained silent. For Ni Zigwang, the missed opportunities were not just fate, but a result of his hesitation and silence. She tells him to wait for the next elevator and leaves. Zhuang Qiu refuses to give up and runs down the stairs, catching her at the entrance. He grabs her arm, confessing that he wanted to find her at Changbai Mountains but lacked the courage. Ni Zigwang reminds him that he had countless chances during college but took her presence for granted. She explains that when Lin Yusen appeared and spoke his feelings with total honesty, it wasn't a choice between two people, she simply knew she wanted to be with him. She asks him to maintain the distance of a college alumnus. As she drives away, their classmates witness the fallout, leaving a tearful Zhuang Qiu standing alone. Ni Zigwang heads to the exhibition hall where Lin Yusen is waiting. Seeing him, she throws herself into his arms, feeling certain about their relationship. Lin Yusen then introduces her to Professor Shaw and her husband, Professor Elio. Elio, speaking in humorous but sincere Chinese, reassures her that Lin Yusen is a loyal and upright man and asks her not to be angry about the previous matchmaking incident, which he admits was his own doing. During the drive back to Suzhou, Lin Yusain shares how Elio pursued Professor Shu by switching his major to medicine and learning Chinese for years. Regarding his own future, Lin Yusain explains that while Professor Eleven's team is still setting up their lab in China, he intends to spend that time systematically studying bioengineering and the brain-computer interface while wrapping up his current company responsibilities. The next day at work, Ni Zigwang receives a call from her aunt, Shen Shu. Shen Shu explains that her company, Chenghui, is bidding on the design for the Suzhou Smart Digital Center for the Feng Teng Group. Inspired by her recent visit to the PV Garden, she proposes a collaboration to integrate building integrated photovoltaics (BIPV) into the architectural design. Enthusiastic about the project, Ni Zigwang agrees to a meeting, and Shen Shu prepares to bring her design team to Shuangyuan that very afternoon.